Solitude is sometimes a very powerful tool, and having that self-discovery or self-actualization, especially when you meet your financial goals in life. Hello everyone, this is Ronan Blue, just taking my daily walk here today, and today's topic would be on choosing your life's path. So I actually spent the last good 12 years of my life there on a career that I didn't really especially find to have any meaning, and it was all because I wanted to save that dollar and towards my future retirement. And working at that job, it was tough to do and to go into every single day. I mean, I love the people that were working there, no doubt about that, but I didn't really like the job that I did too much. And a lot of people do go through that same path. It's actually said that a good 85% of those working today don't even especially like the jobs that they're working at. A lot of people are seeking out jobs that are more meaningful for them, but it's actually a bit rare today to be able to work at a job that you are really enthusiastic in working at. I mean, those specialized fields up there, at least 10% of them, are occupations that people love doing. It may be in the medical field, or it might be in innovating a new type of technology that may completely change society as a whole. Whatever it may be, a lot of people don't get those chances to involve themselves into those types of occupations. But the majority of us, including myself, live in a work world of mediocrity. And we're just basically working for that paycheck. But the thing is, in today's work world, you have to deal with the constant layoffs. That's become normal now in a work-life balance there. It's really normal for a lot of people to just get laid off after a 2-year period or less and hop from one job to the next. And it makes it even a lot more confusing when you're choosing your life's path, because a lot of people aren't in the careers that they study for in university or college, and it becomes even more confusing for them, because even after they hop from one occupation to the next, it isn't what they really truly wanted to do in life. But of course there are some who are lucky enough to stumble upon what their passions are, and some people do like the jobs that they work for, and they do find it to be very meaningful. But in the majority of us, we never really get that opportunity to discover what our true passions would be. And I actually, read about those who were able to retire early, and it was a fascinating concept for me. I mean, it's something that's been talked about for many generations, but it's rarely been ever followed. And there is a good reason as well, because a lot of people actually, when they do quit their jobs or go into traditional retirement, they lose their identities, they lose their titles, and basically losing their purpose in life. But when I say purpose in life, that would be specific to your work life, not necessarily for your own life specifically, of what your interest would be. So it's actually pretty enthusiastic for me to, read about the FIRE community, financially independent, retire early individuals, and it's a movement, and there's literally thousands of people who are following this philosophy and achieving FIRE. Now, I found a passion of loving to hike, being in the outdoors and being a part of nature. I probably think the best when I am out here taking my walks, and you might say, who cares? True, but I was able to find this passion, a deeper understanding of nature, because I'm in this lifestyle that I'm living today in financial independence. And I don't think I would have ever been able to discover it if I was working that 9-to-5 job. And It's a really refreshing feeling to be discovering who you are, but you're essentially given the time to be very honest with yourself, right? And you get in touch with yourself in a lot of interesting ways that you wouldn't be able to if you were still working that 9 to 5. And solitude is sometimes a very powerful tool. And having that self-discovery or self-actualization, especially when you meet your financial goals in life, is something that's rare. And so right now my goals would be to save more money, to grow my net worth, do more of these vlogs, so I can tell the world of my lifestyle that could potentially be adopted as well for you as well. And just to simplify life, you know, we live in a very complex world, but it doesn't need to be as complex as people say it should be. But we live in a very judgmental world, and our society is all based on that, right? The amount of money that you have places that identity on you. For me, status of material goods isn't really a pursuit that I'm looking to follow, to show society in the nice cars that I drive, or the houses that I live in, or the gadgets that I have. It's not really the lifestyle that me or my girlfriend want to follow. So we chose that path, you know, in trying to find and invest into experiences instead. So that's why we're looking to choose a life abroad, because that's where we'll probably be able to gain a lot of those cultural experiences by hopping from one country to the next. And I think experiences are a lot more valuable compared to anything you can buy. I mean, there are those who choose to build a home in the middle of a forest in solitude. You know, it's I'm not saying I like the solitude life, but it's inspiring to see people who actually have found their own passions, their path in life, to live a life in the middle of the forest and not having too much social engagement, but really cherishing that feeling of solitude or self-discovery. Since hitting financial independence, we have plenty of time now to discover the things that we like. And it's a really refreshing feeling to be free like this and do what we want to do. But strangely enough, when we both had that 9 to 5 job, we actually spent a lot of time watching television shows and movies. But ever since we hit financial independence, we stopped actually watching television and watching movies. It's an interesting transition, and also video games as well. I don't play video games at all anymore, but when I did have that 9 to 5, that's essentially the entertainment that I was playing with after work. You know, after work you're so exhausted and you're stressed out, and I chose a life of having to just play video games and just forget about my work life after work. And yeah, because we have all this time, you would think that we would watch more television and watch more movies, but it's not true at all. We're actually very much focused on our creativity now. Your mind always wants to be kind of busy in financial independence, and it's not like you become lazy. You try to find unique ways to keep yourself entertained, and as human beings, that's what we tend to do. It all really depends on what you do with your time as well, and what you'd like to be doing with your time as well. For us, we want to explore, and that's what we're planning to do, and we're excited about it soon. Well, I think I end my vlog here today. Tell me what you think of choosing your life path. Maybe you can share some unique experiences of your own, or a path that you're looking to want to follow. Please go ahead and comment in the comment section. I believe the community would very much like to hear your story as well. If you like this vlog, please don't forget to give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell for more of my coming content here. Thank you for watching my vlog. Be free, gain wealth, and travel far.